Sagittarius, I've been having a time trying to get this energy that you're in right now. I went through the cards, started a reading, started recording, and it just was not, I couldn't get myself together. I don't know what it was, but we're back. And this energy that you're in is very strong. But what it feels like you're working through are delays. It feels like you're working through a feeling of like everything I'm trying to do just is not pushing through. Nothing that I'm trying to do is coming together the way that it should in some sense of timing that you already have in your mind. It's like, why is this taking so long? Okay, so I meditated on the energy. I got some cards out here, but what's fascinating about this energy that you're in, Sagittarius, is that the cards are very similar to what was coming out in the first reading, but there is pulling into this energy now from the first reading is that there was doubt about an offer that's coming through. Now we're going to get some tarot cards out here in a moment together to confirm if that's still what Spirit wants you to to understand, or I need to communicate to you. But there definitely was delays, and then also on top of that, or connected with that, letting go of distrust, or needing to have time to be still to trust that it's time to step in that field, or it's time to make that investment of some kind, or it's time to take that offer. This delay that you're feeling is happening on purpose. It's intentional. It's for a reason. Very spiritual, it feels like. Okay, now that we got that out the way, Sagittarius, what's up? Welcome back. The first card that is out here, it says, you will soon be surprised and grateful for how everything happened the way it did for you to receive better and greater. It's all adding up in your favor. Trust the process and how things are unfolding for you. And that is the vibe that was coming up before I got back on camera with you, is that there are delays, and Spirit wants you to know you're not forgotten. Spirit's still holding on to the back of your shirt. You're safe. Got you. Or holding on to your hand. Still holding on to you. But there's some work that's happening in the background so that you are safe, it feels like. Another card that popped out, your life is about to start to move quickly in some areas. That gives me the 8 of Wands vibes, exciting times, communication flows, everything starts to happen quickly. Events that seem to have been held, events that seem to have been on hold suddenly propelled forward. Whew. Move with the flow and be mindful of what needs your attention the most. So you're starting to sense that energy of that delay that I've been picking up. Beneath the deck, it's never too late to start over. You have to trust in the magic of new beginnings. They are waiting for you. Notice them, seize them, and appreciate all that you have. Just relax and trust. I'm going to get some cards out here, but this is the synopsis of what's coming through. Okay, there's something that you've been working toward, something you're manifesting, something that you want, something that you know, Sagittarius, you are absolutely deserving of. But it's taking some time because it's something about that you're praying for that's not in alignment with your truth. That's what this feels like right now. And the delay is happening because it's about you remembering that your life is your own. And when you're making a decision for you, or when you're going after your dream or your goal, or you're building something, you're creating something, you're investing in something, it should really start with, is this in alignment with me? Is my mind, heart, body, spirit one right now? And it feels like the delay has something to do with some dimension of what I just listed not being in alignment with you. That's what this feels like. Let's go forward. God, angel, spirit guides for Sagittarius, please. The overall energy. Tell us more about the vibration that they're in right now. Who are they right now? Who is Sagittarius in this moment? Where are they currently manifesting? What's their current vibration to which they're manifesting from? Thank you, God, angel, spirit guides. Let's see. All right, this is a very interesting energy. I feel like I'm tussling. I'm tussling with the energy. Maybe that's what you're feeling like you're in a battle. Okay, whoa, all right. It's aggressive energy out here. Okay, so you have the 9 of Pentacles here. This is all about your financial freedom. This feels like independent financial ventures, entrepreneurial projects, and success. This is what you're manifesting right now, coming out of the Hanged Man. So in the past, you were probably feeling a little bit stuck, dropped everything, stopped everything, and said, you know what? I need to go in a direction that's different because I want to feel like everything that I earn, I'm the master of. I want luxury, I want opulence, I want abundance, and I deserve it. And so it kind of feels like you're coming out of the Hanged Man now so that you can have what you want. If you have not yet done that, it kind of feels like Spirit wants you to up your strength so that you can start going in that direction. I'm going to get some advice cards out here in just a moment. But this is the frequency that you're currently embodying. You're waking up to something, but there has been a pause, right? This Hanged Man feels like that stop, perspective shift, everything on hold, stopped everything for a moment, evaluating what it is that I need, you, i.e. you, Sagittarius, what do I need to have the life that I want, my own money, my own independence, not to be controlled at work, to be able to live where I want, to have my own garden here, but the strength is off. It feels like maybe because of that delay that you were in, that Hanged Man energy, could have been a number of years, months that you've been going through this. It has had an impact on your sense of faith, your courage here. The strength is about courage and that fire in your tummy that keeps you going despite the odds. And it feels like there has been some odds that you have been facing. You have been standing in some odds. Okay, and I say that because before I started shuffling the deck just now, what I caught with my eyes seeing the shuffle as the cards were shuffling through, what drew my attention was the Nine of Wands. And it didn't pop out here, but I was seeing that as I was shuffling. So that is standing strong, staying the course, even though you've been tested. And it feels like the life force within you, the energy with you, Sagittarius, is a little bit challenged. It's a little bit weak right now. You know, when this is in reverse, this lion here needs to be fed. Okay, for some of you, this is not for all of you. For some of you, what has impacted your finances, your career, your forward movement, is that some of you, you're working through some type of illness, some type of unexpected challenge or change with your body in a way that has taken some of your strength. And so that has been part of the delay of you having what it is that you want, going into that new job, seeing the result of some investment, stepping into a new market, whatever this is. There has been some delay because of physical health for some of you, for sure. Now what I'm going to do, Sagittarius, is get out here some advice. We're going to get some advice here to understand how you should progress forward if you'd like to go after what it is that you want, to gain what it is that you want. God, angel, spirit guides, for Sagittarius, what advice do you have to increase the frequency, to regain strength, to have that Nine of Pentacles, God, angel, spirit guides? What is the advice to get there? What is the advice that you have, God, angel, spirit guides, to remove the delay for Sagittarius? Thank you, God, angel, spirit guides. Let's see. Okay. Gotta let go of that worry. I just saw that pop out. Okay. Okay, yeah, you gotta let go of that worry. For sure. Also, too, in terms of that health that I just described, for some of you, it was related to some type of loss or breakup. You and a significant partner, or someone who you work with, someone that you care about, there was some disappointing news, loss. Again, maybe you're not speaking to this person. They were a part of your heart. They were a part of your life in an interesting way. And it has, at this moment, there's separation for sure. At this moment, there is pain. There is regret in this moment. There's worry about that. The frequency that you're in is absolutely being impacted by the Sagittarius, this challenged heart, this painful energy right now. And so for the advice, you have the King of Cups here, and this feels like regaining mobility of the heart, strengthening the heart, not letting this pain, the worry, the swords, painful words, disappointment impact who you are when it comes to having emotional control over your decisions. Okay, the kings here tend to bring things to a close. They bring things to completion, whereas the queens, for me as a reader, they birth it, they get settled, they help to, start the process. But the kings, they tend to make things complete. They close things up. And so you have two kings out here, the King of Wands and the King of Hearts. So, or the King of Cups, right? So when it comes to the wand here, this is about that strength. Your courage has been disrupted. Your strength has been disrupted. That fire in your belly has been disrupted. You kind of got hit with something out of nowhere is what I'm feeling. Very strong, Sagittarius. Some disappointing news, something that sat you down for a moment. Little bit of maybe a little mild depression, a little bit of a confidence hit, and you're going to have to regain that, restore that, okay? In a healthy way though, right? Sometimes after we are recovering from any kind of heartbreak or pain, we can feel like we are whole and we have restored ourselves, but we can show up in this king energy and it's in reverse. Yeah, we're still powerful, but the way that our heart is being used to complete projects or to make decisions, or the way that our courage is being used, is that it's showing up emotionally manipulative or showing up arrogant and spiteful. So with these being here upright in the advice position, Spirit is wanting you to regain control of yourself and remember your why, remember your purpose, remember your beauty. Like, do not let these things that has happened to you destroy your heart or destroy your passion, right? Don't let this turn you upside down in what it is that you're doing, because it's these virtues that you have inside of you that make you brilliant, powerful, and amazing in what it is that you do and who you are, Sagittarius. You also have the Page of Swords here. So there are a couple of things coming up. And I was feeling this when I was shuffling. When I was shuffling the cards, I felt like I needed a drink of water. And I'm like, okay, so is somebody not being able to use their voice here? With this being out here, this feels like this. So for you, Sagittarius, if you're working through some type of loss, you're separated, and it's been really hard on the courage, it's been hard on the heart, you might feel like you want to call somebody up and say, hey, let me tell you another thing, and say everything out of your mouth. You got to be careful, because this is absent of emotion. This is all about emotions. So if you have an opportunity to connect with whoever this was that has gotten in the way of your progress, you want to be careful. This is advice not to let your words go against the heart that you have, right? When it's time to communicate, use your heart. Be mindful of your heart and your spirit, right? Because it feels like there's an energy here where someone, I think it's you, Sagittarius, you're wanting to speak this through, but you don't have a whole lot of nice words to say. And this can be kind of like a petty energy. This is a page, it's a young energy, it's an immature energy. If this is not you, Sagittarius, this feels like guard yourself. Sagittarius, my love cup, I value you. We need you. Okay, so this is important. Hear me. I need to see you again next week. In order to see you next week, I need you to be prepared for anybody in some type of issue that you've been working through to try to have harsh words toward you. And I need you to guard yourself from that, be prepared from that. It kind of feels like you've already been through a battle with this person or with what this is. I'm also getting, for some of you, this is with a teenage child that you have, where they've been really speaking to you in an interesting way. Get prepared for that. It doesn't mean that you need to meet them in this energy. You are the king here. It's not about the gender. It's about the power. This is showing up for you. So you always have power over this energy, no matter how cutting, no matter how weird these words are. Have strength over that. And that is what's going to restore and regenerate your heart. That's what's going to stop some of these delays that are getting in the way. You're increasing your vibration right now. So you got to get back in that heart space. Nourish your body, eat well, sleep when you need to, work out if that's the thing that you're into, get some air on your body, start regenerating your body, and the soul will also be regenerated through that too. And you're going to be well on your way in this energy if you do that. Sagittarius, I know that was a lot. I love you, and I feel the energy where I'm probably going to be praying with you, meditating with you through this. This is a tough thing that you're going through, whatever this is. I'm making it light, trying to have these little jokes, but I can feel that this is not as light as this reading is, offering. It's something very real that you're working through. And so I stand with you, and I know that you can get through this. I love you. Take care. Bye.